Hey, Megamaniacs, you got Mr. MegaManFan here. Normally, on a Wednesday, it's become my custom to do a homebrew review. But the homebrew that I was going to review this week did a tweet saying, "Who wants physical copies?" And I said, "Well, I do, DM me." And they didn't get back to me until this week, and they said, "Sorry, we only had a limited number of physical copies, but we'll send you a digital download." And I said, "That's fine, I'll still do it. Send me this at this address." And lo and behold, it's Wednesday now, and I don't have that digital download yet, so I can't do it even if I wanted to. But as luck would have it, a package just arrived in the mail from FedEx, so in lieu of a homebrew review this week, we're going to unbox this package from Japan, see what's inside, and talk about it. So, exporter, reseller, Japan for you, who always packages things really well. Lots of styrofoam peanuts. If you hate those, then you would probably be unhappy, but I like them because it ensures that your goods are in the mail and arrive unharmed. They don't get crushed in shipping. Quite a few things in here, so let me get all these foam peanuts out of the way, and then we get down to what's in the box. What's in the box, Jokey? What's in the box? Fatal Fury for Super Famicom. I think it's basically the same as the Super Nintendo game, but it's only $1, and the SNES version goes for well more than that. This one is called Nintama Rentaru. Japanese exclusive, as far as I know. Othello World should be self-explanatory. It's Othello on Super Nintendo or Super Famicom, a game where you move a tile over a tile and flip that tile to your color, but your opponent can do the same thing, and you go until you fill the board, and whoever has the most of that color wins when the board is full. They also did this as a spot game on NES and Game Boy. They used the 7-Up mascot as branding, but it's the same idea as Othello. This one intrigued me, but I won't know anything about it until I actually play it. It's called Torniko no Dabiken Fushigi no Dungeon. That's a lot of words for what I suspect is either an RPG or a dungeon crawler. I'll find out soon enough. This one is a puzzle game called Bomboozle, which I believe came out on personal computers first, Commodore Amiga among other platforms, and you move around, you have to touch bombs and then they explode. You have like one tile to move away before they do, so it's kind of a pattern game where the bombs can set off other bombs in chain reactions and you have to stay one step ahead or you get caught in the bomb blast. This one should be recognizable almost immediately if you're a fan of Super Ghouls and Ghosts. This is the Japanese version of it, which goes for only $6, but if it was Super Ghouls and Ghosts in North America, about $25. So big savings as long as you don't care about the text, and it's an action game, so really you don't even need to know the text one way or the other. It's going to be the same game. SD Gundam Gaiden 2 Entaku no Kishi. So it's a Gundam game of some kind. Find out once I actually play it. So 7 Super Famicom games. Most of them cost me $1, except for Super Ghouls and Ghosts, which cost me $6. We've got some Famicom games as well. This one just amused me from the cover art. Don't know if it'll be playable in English, but I'm willing to give it a shot, and if it's not, it was only a buck either way. It's called Mitakuman, or Mitakuman. I guess the pronunciation could be either way on that. But that's a wacky looking character on the cover, so what the heck. Give that one a try. This one was also a buck, but it's in English, Sky Destroyer. So I suspect it's a shoot 'em up or an arcade game of some kind from Taito, possibly even an arcade conversion for Famicom. I'll find out once I play it. Magical Taruto. I have a Super Famicom game in this series, and Ryan Taylor said that they were a pretty good series of games, so thought I'd give it a try. Always nice to see Famicom games where they already have an end label, and I don't have to print my own. Bakusho Jinsei Gekijo 2, which is why he's holding up the peace sign. It's the second game. Never even played the first, but it's another Taito game. Hopefully it's good. And this last one has the name on the cover in English. It's Juvie Quest. It's also an oversized Famicom game, so there must be some enhancement chips or some extra RAM inside of it for the size. So I suspect this is an RPG. Might not be playable without an English language conversion, but I can always dump it with Copy NES and try to find one. Either way, it was only a buck. This is the Mega Man X series for Game Boy Color, except of course the Japanese version. Yes, Rockman X Cyber Mission. So it's exactly the same as Mega Man Extreme in North America, but it's the Japanese version. And this one cost me $9 loose. I'd like to get a complete in-box version at some point, but it's a start. Speaking of Mega Man, I have some little figures here that are wrapped up in tape and shipping labels. It's a Mega Man figure. Mega Man X, I should say. Still got that tape stuck to my finger here. Alright. There's X. Get a better look at him. See, this is one of those capsule figures that you put 100 yen in the machine and turn the crank and a ball rolls out and you take the figure out of the ball. I like getting these little figures from Japan. They are a nice addition to an order, especially for only $1 a piece. Essentially what you'd be spending in the capsule machine. 100 yen is about $1. Here's another X. Let me focus that a little better. The Buster Rod G figure. And if that doesn't immediately strike a chord in your memory, think of Mega Man The Wily Wars or Rockman The Wily Wars for Sega Genesis, and that's where you would find Buster Rod G Mega Man. There you go. It's a nice figure. Small, but it has all the details. I like it. I like it quite a bit. Here's Treble. Mega Man has Rush. Bass has Treble. It's a little worn, but that just means someone appreciated it and enjoyed it, and I will too. Last, but certainly not least in any respect. We have another Mega Man figure here underneath all this tape. Get the tape off. It's another X figure. You can always tell by the helmet. Only this one is in red. It's in nicer condition than some of the others. Very nice for only $1 or 100 yen as it would have come out of the capsule machine. We have a Party Gate ball, which some of you may know from the TurboGrafx 16 Mini. If you go into the menu for the PC Engine as opposed to the TurboGrafx 16, you get the alternate region games that would have worked on a TurboGrafx if you had a HuCard converter anyway. This one was complete in box and only $1. Obviously at a low price because the hinges are practically falling apart on it, but it's all intact. It's all there. $1 for a PC Engine game, one that's actually playable in English or Japanese. Can't hardly beat that. I consider that a very good value. The main event of our proceedings here, I saved the best for last. A complete in-box copy of Rockman 4. I considered the box to be in very good condition when I looked at it online. There were lots of photos of it. The seller is always good about showing the details, but I didn't see any tearing of the front art, any marring of the side art or back box. No rips in the box anywhere. I mean, it's got some shelf wear or some edge wear from whoever owned it, and it's obviously got some dings and pock marks on it, but it's complete in box, and it's not a ripped box, and both of the end flaps are here. So given this is over 30 years old, or maybe exactly 30 years old, I might be overstating it there, but 30 years give or take, it's just remarkable. You don't find them this well preserved. Famicom games in particular, for some reason, finding them boxed seems to be an increasingly difficult proposition. And this one is boxed and complete. Here's that Rockman 4 manual. Yeah. Doing my best to not start drooling right now. Manual is in excellent, excellent condition. No other inserts in here. I don't know if there would have been any advertising inserts that went along with Rockman 4. I suspect not. I suspect complete inbox is complete inbox in this case, but it even still has the plastic bag that the cartridge came in originally. So somebody was definitely either a Mega Man fan or a meticulous Famicom collector who kept everything together, and I thank them for that. So I will do the same. I will be equally meticulous and put it all back together into this box and test the cartridge a little later. It's one of the nice things about the Famicom versions, stuff on the inside flaps. You see Mega Man smiling at us there. That is a very cute and welcome touch. I'm Mr. Mega Man Fan, and this is my latest haul from Japan. I hope you've enjoyed watching as much as I've enjoyed unboxing it. And I will see you all in the next video tomorrow and the days to come. Bye for now.